Welcome back to the part 2 of the Grade 9 Elite Term 3 explanation videos. Now we will move to the topic number 11 to topic number 20. These are also on MCQs. They are option based, so it will be in the computer. Now the first topic is on probability. Let's look into the problems directly. Determine the probability of each event round to the nearest 100 if necessary. What is the probability of drawing a card from a standard deck and not getting a spade? Now, this is an important thing. Compliments, like not getting something. What does it mean not to get that? Now, for example, I'll give you another example. The probability of, say, Ali going to the movies is 70%. The probability that Ali will go to the movie is 70%. What is the probability he will not go? It's just 30%, right? Whatever is remaining. Now, how would we do it? The probability of this is 0.7. That is what is going. Not going would be 1 minus 0.7, that is 0.3. So if you know probability of something, not going or opposite of that would be 1 minus that probability. So not getting a spade. It is very difficult to, it's not difficult. It is a long method to calculate what is the probability, sorry for that, what is the probability of not getting a spade. Basically, you have to calculate all the others and everything. But instead of that, you have to calculate three times. That is the probability of hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Okay, you have to find the probability for all this. That is basically not getting a spade, right? Instead of that, let's find the probability of getting a spade. What is the probability? There are 52 total cards. This is the total. How many spades are there? Each suit is 13. So it is one suit, 1 by 4, isn't it? 1/4. 1/4 is the probability. 25% is the probability. 0.25 or 25% is getting spade. Not getting spade would be 1 minus 1/4. That is 0.75 or 75%. See, the final answer will be 3/4 or 75%, 0.75. They have told nearest 100. 100 means 2 decimal points. How do you understand how many decimal points to round off? Look over here, nearest 100. How many zeros are there in 100? Two zeros, so 2 decimal point. If that asks 1000, then it would be 0. Since it's 75, you can write another 0, 3 decimal point. Okay, so depending on number of zeros. If they ask nearest 10, then we had to make it 0.8 over here, only 1 decimal point. So this is it. I'll repeat again. 13 are spades. Total cards are 52 in a fade deck. So what we do is we find the probability of this 13 divided by 52. And we subtract that from 1. That would give you not getting a spade. That's it. 1 minus 13 by 52. You can put in the calculator directly, or you can solve 13 by 52 is 1/4. 1 minus 1/4 is 3/4. And that's the answer, 75%. Now, again over here, what is the probability of flipping a coin and not landing on tails? Now, a coin has only two options, heads, tails. So, what is the probability of getting tails? 50%. Not getting tails, 1 minus 50, it's again 50. It's very simple. You don't even need to solve this. You can directly do it. One probability is tail, one more is head. Total 2 possibilities are there. 1 minus 1 by 2. That's half itself. You're subtracting half from 1, that is half itself. 0.5 is the answer. What about this? Carmela purchased 10 raffle tickets. If 250 were sold, what is the probability that one of Carmela's ticket will not be drawn? So out of total 250 raffle tickets, 10 were bought by Carmela. So what is the probability that she will win? She has 10, total way 250, right? This is it. But she's not winning. Not winning means 1 minus that. This is your answer. Very, very simple. Now the final answer is 1 minus 10 by 250. That is 240 by 10. You can put in the calculator and press ST. You'll get 96% or 0.96. There is one more problem. What is the probability of spinning a spinner numbered 1 to 6 and not landing on 5? Pause the video and do it by yourself now. I hope you have paused and tried it at least. Let's see. Don't think of this not first. Let's see landing on 5. 5 is one possibility. There are total 1 to 6 possibilities. So 1 minus 1 by 6 is the answer. 1 minus 1 by 6 is 5 by 6. That's it. That is 0.83. You need to round off to 2 decimal points. That's the end of this topic 11. A simple topic, easy topic. Just find what is the probability of the given event and subtract that by 1. You will get the answer. So that's that for the topic number 11. We move on to the 12th topic. It is on combinations to compute using combinations to compute probabilities. Now let's read this problem, understand it, and then I will talk about it. First of all, Tareen has 15 soccer trophies, but she only has room to display 9 of them on a shelf. If she chooses them at random, what is the probability that each of the trophy from the school invitational from first through in ninth grade will be chosen? So now there are total 15 trophies. That is n. What is your total number? That is always n. What is the selection? Selection is 9. That is r. Okay, 15 and 9. Now, what more do we know? We know there is no order, right? They have just told first to ninth grade. Have they mentioned the first grade must be first, second grade second, something like that? No, the order is not mentioned, so it is C. That's it. So now we here, because the order does not matter, here this is a combination problem. When we have combination, it's C combination, NCR. So it is 15C9. You can just put this in the calculator directly. Oh, sorry, it was there. 15, shift and use the symbol, division symbol, and R value is 9, and that is the answer. So these are the total possible ways to select 9 out of 15. So now what it means is there are 15, 1 to 15, right? Any 9 can be selected. There's no order in consideration. So 1 to 9 can be selected, or 1 to 8 and then 10th one can be selected. 1 to 1, 2 is not selected, whereas over here we have 9, we have say 10th one or 9th one, and in different ways. Basically, out of 15, you have to select 9 at random. How many ways you can do different selections of 9s? That is basically 5,000. Over here we had got 5005 ways. Now here the formula is used. Since it's in your part B, you can use this formula or you can ignore this formula. It's the same thing. The formula for C combination is n factorial by n minus r factorial times r factorial. So what happens over here? It is 15 factorial, so 15 times so until 1, 15 times 14 times 13. But over here you have 9 factorial, right? So stop till 9 because this cancels off. 15 minus 9 is 6 factorial. Now you can extend 6 and simplify over here. You'll get 505, or just use the calculator. Now this 505 is not the answer. This is the total possibilities. We know probability is always what? Favorable outcome divided by total possibilities. So this is in the denominator. 5005 is total. What are the favorable outcomes? Favorable outcome is 1 to 9. So this is only 1. So 1 to 9 must be selected. It's only one possibility. So your probability is 1 by 505. That is the answer. So 1 by 505. That's it. Now I will tell you a trick. Since in your part 1 and part 2, it's all options, and among the probability problem like this, there's only combination problem. So whenever you get problems such as these, you don't need to worry. You just need to find the n value, r value, and tell NCR. Find the total possibilities and divide it by 1 divided by that. That's it. Because they have asked only combination in your exam scheme, combination type of problems. There is no permutation problem. So that is one way you can easily find out and directly use the calculator NCR because options will be there. Let's look over here. Kali has a choice of 20 flavors for a triple scoop cone. If she chooses the flavors at random, what is the probability that the 3 flavors she chooses will be vanilla, chocolate, strawberry? So over here there are how many? 20 flavors. So it is 20C over here. 20 types. Wait, let me just read it properly. Yeah, it's 20C3. I'm sorry, this is wrong. It's 20C3. Okay. Why? Because N value is 20 and R is 3. So that's it. Now, what is the possibility that vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry will be in one single group? It's only one possibility. And the total possibilities are 1140, just like the previous problem. We just put it in the calculator over here, find this, and then divide it by 1. Same thing over here. You can check, solve this by yourself and then check for the answer. It is N9C4, and whatever the answer you get, 1 divided by that. Because N value is 9 and R value is 4. So 9C4 combination. 126. You see they want which type of breeds over here? I think it's, sorry, 4 of the dogs. That's Cherish, Taffy, Hunter, and Maverick. These must be selected. So then it's just 1 divided by that. These are the dog names, sorry. And over here, similarly, look into the end. You don't even need to read the I mean, it's important to read over here. Yeah, you don't get the R value directly. Let's read it. A restaurant critic has 10 new food trucks to try. If she tries half of them this week, what is the probability that she will choose all these? Half. What is half of 10? 5. So the answer is 10. C half of 10 is 5. That's it. 10C5. You'll get 252. 1 divided by 252 is the answer. Because to get this combination, there is only one possible way. Same way you can try others. Over here, it'll be 20C10 given and divide that by 1. And last problem, same thing, 12. Okay, there is no 4 directly given. Let's see how to solve it. An amusement park has 12 major attractions. 4 roller coasters, 2 carousels, 2 2 drop towers, 2 gravity rides, and 2 dark rides. The park app will randomly select attractions for you to visit and order. What is the probability that 4 roller coasters are the first 4 suggested attractions? So over here you can see they have told R is 4. 4, okay? 12C4 is the answer. And that must be divided by 1. And that's it. That is the answer. I hope this is clear. Combinations are only asked, so directly you can use the combination and solve these problems. 1 by 495 is the answer. That's the end of the topic number 12. The 13th type of problem is on probability again. It is on multiplication rule. Multiplication rule involving independent events. Let's read a problem and understand what is it. Omari has 2 pairs of red socks and 2 pairs of white socks in a drawer. He has a drawer with 2 red t-shirts and 1 white t-shirt. If he randomly chooses a pair of socks from the sock drawer and t-shirt from the t-shirt drawer, what is the probability that he gets a pair of red socks and white shirt? It is very, very important to know this word, and. And means it's multiplication. All you need to understand is what is being asked over here. Red socks, see, they are not mutually inclusive. I mean, then they are not dependent on each other. They are independent. Now, how we understand is socks is something separate. Now, whatever is happening to socks, the probability does not affect the t-shirt because the number of t-shirt, total number, favorable numbers are different, right? Here, let's learn about socks and then probability of t-shirt. So P of socks, probability of socks, and then probability of t-shirt. Which are the socks that's required? Red socks. How many red socks are there? 2 red socks and 2 white socks. So 2 red socks out of how many total socks? 2 plus 2 is 4. So favorable outcome, red socks is 2, total outcomes are 4. Multiply it with the t-shirts. White t-shirt, how many white t-shirt is there? 1 divided by the total number of t-shirts is 2 plus 1. 2 red and 1 white. So it is 3 total. All you need to do is solve this up. It'll be, over here it's 2 1 time, 2 2 times. It'll be 1 by 6. So that would be the answer. 1 divided by 6. That's it. The final answer is 1 by 6. However you do, that'll be the answer. Now you can use your calculator to check the percentage. 1 divided by 6 will give you 0.1667. It's close to 17%. That's the answer. So you can just remember the method which I did. No, over here in detail, the explanation is given. You can read through it, but sorry, this is more than enough. The same thing is told in detail. That's the answer. Let's try this. You can try pausing this video and try it by yourself. I hope you paused and tried, but we will go through it now. Phyllis drops a penny in a pond and then she drops a nickel in the pond. What is the probability that both coin lands with tail? Both coins, that is the penny and the nickel, uh, shows the tails. You know, when it falls, it'll be the tails on the coin. So you know, if you have a coin, there is the dirham and there is one more thing called dalle, right? So that dalle thing is called the tails. The heads would be, oh sorry, I'm sorry, it depends, you know, because sometimes if the numbers are there, that is called the tails, and the emblem or picture will be called heads. It depends on various things. So anyways, it's one of that. Okay, dirham or dale, it's one of it. That's it. So if you remember heads and tails, now what we can do is we can easily separate these two things, penny and nickel. So I write P and N. Okay, and means always over here, and is there, so it's multiplication. See, both of them must land on tails. What is the probability? It will be tail. 1 out of 2 multiplied with the 1 out of 2, because the probability doesn't matter which coin it is, of head or of tail, is half itself, 50% chances. So the answer is 1 by 4. That's it. So that will be 25%. That is the answer. Same way we have to do same type of problems. We'll just quickly go through these. A die is rolled and a penny is flipped. Now over here, die, it is total possibility of 6. And then a penny. Penny is a coin, that is 2. A die is rolled and a penny is flipped. Okay. Find the probability of rolling a 2 in the die. How many digits are there in this? Only one digit will be 2. That is like if the die is fallen like this, 1 and 2. Only one possibility, isn't it? So that is 1. And a tail, that is again 1. It's 1 by 12. That is the total probability. So 1 by 6 multiplied by 1 by 2 is 1 by 12, or 8% chance. Okay, we will do this one, last one over here, because then they are all similar. Let's say this. A bag contains 3 red marbles, 2 green and 4 blue marbles. A marble is drawn randomly from the bag and replaced before a second use. This is very important. Replaced. What it means is, now, how many are the total marbles? Let's just check that. Let's think about, no, let's read the problem first. Is replaced before a second marble is chosen. Find the probability both are blue marbles. Now, let us understand this. Total number of marbles. 3, 5, 9. Okay. What is being chosen? Blue marble, right? So 1 blue marble. But now look over here. If it is not replaced, if they don't put it back, in the next try it's gonna be less. It had to be less over here. Sorry, this is wrong. How many blue marbles are there? It is 4. I hope you have noticed that. Okay, 4 by 9. Now in the next try it should have been 3 by 8, but they have told it is replaced. Okay, you choose a marble. Okay, I got blue color, put it back. Now again I'm choosing it, so it's going to be the same thing, 4 by 9 itself, because the total marbles are 9 and there are 4 blue marbles, and the probability that both the blue marbles will be is 4 by 9 2 times. That will be 16 by 81. So that is the answer. Let's just check. 16 by 81 is the final answer. You can put that in calculator and get about 20%. It's just double check. 16 divided by 21, 81, sorry, is very close to 20%. It's 19.75%. That's the thing. Okay, I thought I'll stop, but I'll just do this anyways, because over here this is a different type of problem. A forecast predicts 40% chance of rain on Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday it's 40%. That is 0.4. And what about, this is Tuesday, T. And what about Wednesday? It's 60%. Wednesday it is 0. Okay, 60% is 0.06, 0.60. I'm sorry. What is the probability? If these probabilities are independent, they're not, dependent on each other. What is the chance that both the days there'll be rain? Just multiply this. That's it. Now we can use multiplication over here. 0.4 multiplied by zero point 0.6. The answer is 6 by 25, or 24% would be the answer. The final answer is 24%. Now here it is 6 by 25. What they have done is 40% is 2 by 5, 60 means 3 by 5. They have written in fractions and multiplied, but the answer will be the same. You multiply directly. Why do you want to do extra steps? If you understand the concept, it's more than enough. And this is, you will have 4 options, so easily choose the correct answer. So that is the end of the topic 13. Now topic 14 is also on probability, but that is about conditional probability, which we'll see in the next video. Now we move on to the 14th topic. This is an interesting topic. It's called the conditional probability. Let's look into this problem. Let's look into the question itself directly. A blue marble is selected at random from a bag of 3 red marbles and 9 blue marbles and not replaced. This is a very important thing. Let me explain to you what is exactly not replaced. Now imagine you have a bag of chocolates. There are 3 red chocolates. Now imagine there are 3 friends over here. You have 3 friends standing, and this is your first friend. You're offering him a box of chocolates, which 3 are red and 9 are blue. So he has the opportunity to select either one of the 3 reds and one of the 9 blues. Total possibility for him is 12. Okay, that is the thing. Now imagine he takes one blue chocolate. So when you go to the second person, it is not replaced because he takes it and eats it, right? It's not there. It is gone. So next friend will have 3 and 8. And now what is the total of these? It's 11. So this is what is happening. It reduces by 1 everything. Sorry, not the red. The whatever is selected and the total possibilities reduce. Now imagine this second person takes a red chocolate. So what will be the possibilities for the third friend? When you go to the third friend, he will have to choose between 2 red or 8 blue. That is totally 10 possibilities. So this is what is called not replaced. It reduces. Now over here, let's read the problem. A blue marble is selected at random of a bag of 3 red and 9 blue marbles and not replaced. What is the probability that the second marble selected will be blue? Now this is a condition. The condition that the blue marble is selected first. This is A, and then again the second marble is also selected to be blue. That is B. Now how do I write it? There is a formula, very important formula. Probability of B happening, the second part will happen, condition that the first part is already happened or will happen or should happen. So probability of B by A, that is given by P of A and B divided by only P of B. Sorry, P of A. Okay, this is the thing. I'll just remove this P. Now then, what is the probability of A and B? Now just now we did this. So what is the probability of A and B about the chocolates not replaced? Blue chocolates, red chocolates. The same thing. Now it's blue, right? The first case is probability of a blue marble being selected is 9 divided by the total marbles is 9 plus 3, that is 12. Then in the second time again a blue marble and blue and B, right? Means multiply again a blue marble, but remember it will reduce by 1, 8 and 11. Now this whole thing will be divided by probability of A. What is the probability of A? Probability of A means just a blue marble is being selected, that is 9 by 12. So this is the answer. This is all written at once. Now over here you can just cancel this off. Your answer is 8 by 11. or you can simplify each of them individually and solve it. It's up to you. The answer is 8 by 11, so you can just write 8 by 11, and the sorry, I just now found the answer. Answer would be 8 by 11, or 0.727. That's 17, almost 73%, 72.7%. Let's just check the answer. Yes, it's 73%, or 8 by 11. I hope this is clear. In this, you can solve this in two different methods, but please stick to the formula method, what I've written over here, because other problems cannot be done in other methods. Okay? And now over here, they have done it individually. They have solved the above part, below part, but if you're writing like this, it'll cancel and it's easier. Okay? We will see another problem over here. Let's do this quickly. The concept is just the same. A die is rolled. If the number rolled is less than 5, what is the probability that it is number 2? Okay, probability of A. The condition is a die is rolled and it is less than 5. This is the first condition, P of A. Okay. What is P of A and B? That means it is less than 5 and the number is 2. Remember, it is not, say, probability of 5 is less than 5 is 4 by 6. Multiply with number 2 is 1. No, this is wrong. Both of these terms, see, it's a die, right? What is the probability that you will roll a number less than 4 and it is 2? If you think, this both things are together in this. Okay, this is not, you don't multiply it, we will see this, it should be both of this. It's only 1 by 6 over here. Let's see all the sample spaces for the first condition. The number less than 5, it is 1 2 3 4. Okay, the probability will be 4 by 6. Why? Because there are total 4 possibilities. Sorry, there are 4 favorable possibilities. Less than 5 will be 1 2 3 4, and total possibilities of die is only 6. So that is the answer, 4 by 6. Now, what is the sample spaces of possibilities of A and B? That is, a number is less than 5, number is less than 5, and it is 2. There is only one possibility, isn't it? It can be only 2, that's it. 2 is not repeated, so it's only 1. Okay, outcome is only possible 2, so it's 1 divided by 6. Total possibilities in a die is 6. Now all you need to do is divide 1 by 6 and 4 by 6. So it's 1 by 4. This cancels off and you'll get 1 by 4. Or if you're getting confused, just put it in the calculator. You'll get the answer 1 divided by 6. The entire thing again divided by 1 by 4. Sorry, 4 by 6. 4 divided by, oh sorry, what did I, okay, let me just clear it off. 1 by 6 divided by 4 divided by 6. Okay, it's 1/4. This cancel. I don't know why the calculator is. Okay, this is interesting. It shows me 1 by 9. Okay, let me do it. Let me do over here 1 divided by 6 and 4 divided by 6. Okay, now you get it. I'm not sure why. I think so I did not use the fractions properly. Just remember, guys. Okay, I will have to recheck what I put. I forgot what I put. Anyway, see, if you're getting confused, just type this, or solve the upper part, numerator separately, denominator separately. Or you can just see that denominator, they cancel off, and you're remaining with it, inverses, right? It'll go to the denominator, this 4. So it'll be 1 by 4. The answer is 1/4 or 25%. If you can't directly solve this in calculator, solve 1 divided by 6. The answer is, okay, this is very annoying. So what you do is just now what I did, 1 divided by 6, and put this 1 divided by 4 divided by 6, and you will get the answer 1 by 4. Okay, anyways, so that's the thing. Now similarly, please do solve. Okay, this one is a little different. Let's solve this together. Okay, Let's see. If two dice are rolled, what is the probability that the sum of faces is 4? Given that the first, given that, see, this is the condition, the given that the first die rolled is odd. Now you must write the first condition, the probability that the first die rolled is odd. What are the possibilities? See, now there are two dice, isn't it? Like this. The first die you will roll and then the second die. This can be either 1, it can be 3, or it can be 5. Okay. So what is this possibilities of getting either 3, 4, 1, 3 or 5? It's basically half, right? Because you can either have one, this doesn't matter, this can be anything, odd or even. So you have totally 6 possibilities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are just reducing it to odd numbers, 1, 2, 3. So it is half possibilities. So instead of doing all this, I mean, you can do this table. They are basically telling you the first one is odd, second one can be anything. Okay, and the third, say over here again, odd, even, or everything, odd numbers. See, 5, 3 and 1. They're using that, but it's just long, but it's common sense. You can understand what is the probability that you're having odd numbers rolled at the first one. Second number doesn't matter. So it's basically 50% of the chance. Either you will get even or odd, isn't it? So 50% of the chance, or half percentage, 0.5. Okay. Next one. What is the condition given? Given that the first die rolled is odd. Yeah, we have just done that. And what is the next one? The sum of two digits. Sum is 4. Okay. So now you must understand the first digit must be odd. It can be 3, 1 or 5. And whichever the next, see, this can be only 3. And the next one, when you add these both on the face, whatever it falls, must be 4. Total must be 4. How is it possible? Now imagine I have 1 over here. What should I add to this to get 4? It can be only 3, right? Because I can't add anything else. I can't add 2. I won't get the sum 4. I can't add 3. 3 I can add. I can't add 4. It'll be more than 4. It should be exactly 4. Okay. Provided the first digit is odd. So this is one case. I'll write over here 1, 3 is one possibility. Now let me take this and try the next number. This is 3. Obviously I can't add more than 2 because it'll be only 1. Otherwise, it'll be more than 4. So this is one more possibility. Now, can I use this other number 5? No, I can't use this because 5 exceeds 4. So there are only two possibilities. Two possibilities are there. Two possibilities out of how much? When you roll two dice, it is 36 possibilities in total, right? 6 times 6. There is 6 possibilities in the first die, 6 in the second. So it is 36 total possibilities, whereas 2 are the ones which we want. That is A and B. A and B is the thing is the first one condition is the first die which is rolled is odd and the sum is 4. That is only possible by 2 by 16. So we have to just divide this by probability of A. Look over here. Now 2 by 36 is how much? 1 by 18. So they have simplified this. 1 by 18 divided by half. That's it. That is how you can solve this. It is 1 by 18 over here. That is P and B, A and B, sorry. And then over here, half, that is probability of A only. So you will get the answer 1 by 9. This cancels. 2 9 times is 18. So the answer is 11%. Okay, this is how we basically solve. And now you can try all these by yourself. They are simple and straightforward. There's nothing much in this. Just find the probability, understand which is the condition. Here everything is written in detail. Write the condition and then solve. Just like that. Okay, all the answers are there. Please go through them by yourselves. And now then over here, similarly, we have done die problems. Now here, you can do this if you want, or you can try shorter methods like analyzing it. Over here, all the details are there. Please look into the answers. And the last one is the 10th one. Over here, the same thing, but they have given in terms of probabilities. Let's look at this quickly. Probability of A is what? Let's see. At a picnic, 60% of the students order hamburger and 48% of the students order hamburger and chips. Or they have given P and A, P, A and B. A is hamburger, B is chips. What is probability of A? 60% hamburgers, and A and B is 48. What is the conditional probability that a student who orders hamburger also orders chips? The condition is probability of A, that is ordering hamburger. It is given as 60% and the probability of this is 48. So just divide this. Very, very simple. 0.48 divided by zero point 0.6 will be the answer. See over here, they have written in fractions. That's the only thing. 0.48 is written as 12 by 25, and over here it is 3 by 5. That's it. Now, that's how we solve it. And let's look over here. What are the questions? First one, we got the answer already. We have done just now. If 50% of the students ordered chips. Okay, now here you need to understand what is it, is whether it is dependent or independent. Let's look at this now. We need to understand what exactly is independent and dependent. Now let's see over here. They have told 50% of students ordered chips. Are the events ordering chips, hamburger and ordering chips independent? No, see, look over here. They have told, right, they are all interrelated, because 60% ordered hamburgers and then hamburger and chips were ordered together as well. So there is a probability 48% of them ordered together, what, both of that, hamburger and chips. So they are, you can't tell they are independent, because there is dependency of both as well. See, this 48% means they have ordered hamburger and chips. And over here, if you find the probabilities of conditional probability, what we just now found, whoever ordered chips ordered hamburger, where how much? 80%. Over here they have told 50% of students ordered chips. Are the events of ordering hamburger and ordering chips? No, they are not. They are dependent, they are dependent on each other. So it varies, it differs, each probability differs. That is the answer. And now they have told over here, if 80% of the students who ordered a hot dog also ordered a drink, can you see the condition is only given, the conditional probability is given, that is, whoever ordered a hot dog also ordered a drink. That means drink is above, condition that they ordered a hot dog. That is equal to what? Probability of drink and hot dog, hot dog and drink, H and D, divided by the probability of hot dog only. See, they have told 80%. So they have told this answer is 80%. 80% of the students, what did they do? They ordered hot dog and drink. Sorry, hot dog also a drink. And 35% of all the students ordered only hot dogs. So that is, this is given P of H. That is 35%. Okay, that's fine. What else? We need to find the probability that at the picnic who orders a hot dog and drink. This is unknown. P of H and D is unknown. We need to solve this. See, the answer is given. Conditional probability is given. This is given. You just stick it to the other side and solve. You can easily do it. That is 0.8 multiplied with 0.35. That would be the answer. Just put in the calculator. You'll get the answer. 0.8 and 0.35. Answer is 0.28. So you must be thorough in conditional probability, how you solve condition. So the first condition, whatever is the condition, will be divided by that probability, and will be used. Now sometimes they'll give you the answer. See, conditional probability was given and is unknown. This was given. So just stick it to the other side and solve it. So that is how we can solve it. So that's it for this. This is the last list. I mean, this is the last topic in this probability. This was the one which we solved in the previous few minutes ago. So that's the end of probability. And in part two, this is the end of all probability problems. In the next topic, we will go to functions. So if you have doubts on this probability, please try going through the video again, and please do problems by yourselves. solve it by yourselves, how it works. And it is very, very crucial to understand which type of problem it is. By reading, you will understand whether it's just an and problem or a conditional problem. The 15th topic is a simple topic. It is to find the intercepts. Here we have a scenario. At the beginning of the week, Aksa's parents deposited $20 in Aksa's lunch account. The amount of money Aksa had left after each day is shown in the table over here, where X is the number of days and Y is the remaining balance. So days X 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereas this is the amount of money that is being reduced. What are the X and Y intercepts, and what do the X and Y intercept represent? First, let's draw a graph and understand. Now imagine this is reducing. You can see the money is reducing, so something like this. Now it's 0, it was 20, so the graph is something like this. Okay, it just keeps on going. What can you understand from here? Y, X. Take a minute and think what is X intercept and Y intercept. I hope you have thought about it. You can pause the video and think. It has to do something. These two values has to do something with the X and the Y. But what exactly does it have to do? If you look closely, intercept, Y-intercept on the Y-axis wherever the graph touches it. X-intercept is on the X-axis wherever the graph touches it. Intercepts means touch point, touching. So remember, intersection, something like this, right? Two roads meeting, where it touches. Same way, intercept. Y-intercept is where the graph touches the Y-axis, and where graph touches the X-axis is the X-intercept. Okay, that is fine, but how do we find it? Here they have not mentioned a graph. Okay, now you don't want to draw a graph. How will you directly find it? Now look over here. This is 0, isn't it? Y-intercept will be some value. See over here it is 20. At X is equal to 0. So to find Y-intercept is always when X will be equal to 0. Same way, where is X-intercept? It will be some value of X. It is 5. Over here, this is 5. X value is 5. When Y value is 0, what is the Y value over here? Y value is 0. When Y is equal to 0. It is very easy to remember. Intercept will be whenever the opposite axis, when the x-axis is 0, and x-intercept is when the opposite axis y is 0. That is it. So now over here, all you need to do is, whenever this is x and y, right? When x is 0, this value is y-intercept. And when y is 0, this is x-intercept. So that's it. You can just quickly write the answer. X-intercept, the table of x coordinate when y is 0 is the x-intercept. When y is 0, it's over here. When y is 0, it is 5. That is the x-intercept. In the table, when x is 0, that is the y-intercept. That is 20. And what is it? X-intercept represents the number of days until Aksa will run out of money. Now, X-intercept means Y is 0, right? Here, you can understand this is the day she will be running out of the lunch money. So, Y-intercept is basically at the beginning of the week when she had full money. That's the thing. So these are the intercept values. X-intercept over here is X-intercept is 5 when y is 0 and y-intercept is 20. Same thing over here. You can easily do this now. You don't even need to read all this golf and everything. Just see time. There, okay, it's very important to see what is x-axis. X seconds. X, this is time, and y is height. So x-intercept will be when y is 0. This is the x-intercept. Okay, x-intercept. And y-intercept is when x is 0, that is y-intercept 3. So the answer will be over here. X-intercept is, where is x-intercept? Is 7, and y-intercept is 3. And it's the same thing. It's, what is this about? It's about time and height. You can tell x-intercept represents the number of seconds for the ball to hit the ground. X-intercept, right? Over here. Now it's the height. It goes like this and it falls down. When the height is 0, that is the x-intercept. Whereas y-intercept is the um, represents the height of the ball in inches at the beginning. That is the start of the ball. So when it starts. So that's it. Over your main thing is understanding what is x and the y-intercept. That's it. It's just two topics. And in the next section, we will move to the topic number 16. Topic number 16 is about extrema of functions. Now here they have told you to estimate the extrema and then the end behavior. So instead of all the details, I'll tell you the easiest method because you will have graphs and 4 options. Just look at the graph. You need to remember whenever there is something like this, the graph, there is only a maximum value. There is no other point above this graph, isn't it? This is maximum value. But now, here you can see the graph is going up and it's going down, but it's going up forever over here. You can see it tends to go forever. If you draw a line like this, there is other part of graph which goes up. It is not absolute maximum. It's not completely maximum. But you see, there is a maximum and it is a maximum point comparatively. There is no other point which is above this like this. There is no something like this, right? So we call it relative maximum. When you see there is up and down like this point will be relative maximum, relative minimum. Whereas if there was a graph only like this, then this would be minimum point. It won't be just relative, it will be just minimum. Whereas here there is up, down, and this side graph goes on, right? So we call it relative maximum, minimum. Now, where is the relative maximum? Maximum is above. This one, minimum is down. How do you find it? The x value is 1, 2, minus 2.5 or something. Minus 2.5 or 2.6. And y is at 0. What is the value of relative maximum? At x, it's minus 2.6. What is the y value? It is somewhere over here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So what you do is maximum relative, like this we write REL, relative maximum is at minus 2.6, 4.5. Now this may not be accurate. I have not done it accurately. Look at your options. Only one will be accurate. Okay. So this is the relative maximum. What is relative minimum? Relative minimum, MIN. Okay, short form. 0. X value is 0. What is Y value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 5. So this is the relative maximum minimum. You can see the final answer. Okay, it's minus 2.8, not 2.6, and it is 4.6. Mine is not accurate because I didn't do it accurately. Look over here. Relative maximum is negative 2.8 and 4.6. What about minimum? It was 0 and I'm so sorry, I've written plus 5. It's minus 5 down. At 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 5. So these are relative maximum and relative minimum. Very simple. Now, what about the end behavior? End behavior means where does the graph goes at the ends? Now, if you're taking left side, x is minus infinity over here, right? It keeps on going. Where does this graph go? It is also going towards minus infinity, forever down. So, as x is going towards minus infinity, y value is also going towards minus infinity. Whereas at the right side, as it goes to positive infinity, you can see y value is also going to positive infinity. So, this is the thing. That is the end behavior, where these ends are going. That's it. That point means it's continuing forever. It just continues. Let's see over here. This is the relative maximum, relative minimum. You will have four options. Just check the approximate answers. 2, 3, somewhere at 3, it is 1.9 or something. Let's see. Relative maximum, it's not 3, it's exactly 2.7. Now you can zoom it and check, you will get the answer accurately. But here I'm just saying approximate answer, 2.7, it's 1.7. Whereas relative minimum is at minus 1 point, this is minus 1, somewhere minus 1.2, the y value is minus 2. And what is happening? As x is going towards minus infinity, the y value is positive infinity, isn't it? So minus infinity, positive infinity. As x is going towards the right side, the positive infinity means the right side, the y value is going down towards minus infinity. That is the answers. Same thing over here, you will have relative maximum minimum at these 2 points and the end behavior. You can check the answer by yourself. Please solve it and then check. X over here is half and 4 y value. Here it is at 1, 2, 3 and minus 3. Yes, that's the answers. It's minus 3 and my x value as it goes to positive infinity, y is positive infinity, and when it's minus infinity, minus infinity. So please do try. Okay, now look over here. Um, okay, the thing is there is relative maximum and minimum itself. Sorry, sorry, relative maximum, yes, because it's there. But look at the minimum points. Is there any other graphs, part of graph going downwards? No, so we just call it minimum. Why? Over here we call it relative maximum because this is going upwards, right? There is some part of the graph above it, so it's relative. But look at these. No part of the graph is below this, so we just call it minimum or absolute minimum. Since there are two, we call it minimum. Now over here, x value for maximum is 0 and it's about 2.6 here. Why? What about the minimum? There are two minimum points. When x is negative 4, no, it's negative 4 and little more, it's negative 4.4 and positive 4.2. What is the answer? It is just above 4, that is negative 4.2 y value. See, it's negative 4.2. That is the minimum value. Now, what about the end behavior? As it goes to minus infinity and also plus infinity, it's just above positive infinity only. Y value is going only upside. That is the answers. Relative maximum and minimum points. Now, here there is no, see over here. Is there any relative maximum? No, there is no depth. It's just going forever, right? No, there is no relative maximum. You should tell no relative maximum, but there is minimum point. This is the absolute minimum or minimum. What does it mean? It is no part of the graph goes below it, right? That's why it's minimum. What is the x value? About negative 0.9 over here. And y value is over here. See, the scale is 2. So this means it's 2 and little more than that, negative 2.1. And end behavior, we know negative infinity x, negative infinity is positive infinity y value, and again positive x infinity, as x tends to positive infinity, y is above, so it's positive infinity. Same way, please do the other problems. This is the last one over here. Again, there is no relative maximum, only minimum point. At x is 0 and y is negative 11. See, because the scale is 10, this is little more, minus 11. Look into the four options and check the appropriate value. So you can easily find out the correct option and look at the end behavior. As minus infinity x value, the y value is infinity. Even over here as positive infinity, it's infinity. That's the end of the topic 16, to identify extreme of function. Graph will be given. You have to just check whether there is maximum or minimum. Sometimes there may not be relative maximum or relative minimum. You should tell no, there is not there. Otherwise, you'll get the answers. Look at the graph. Where is the dipping point? Dipping is always minimum. If it was like this, turning maximum point. The topic number 17, we need to know about transformation of graphs. Let us look over here. You have over here equation. This is an absolute value equation. So now how does this transform? It's simple. If you know few things, then this answer will be very easy. First of all, you need to look into all your four options and then choose the correct one. Now, before we begin, for this absolute value, you need to understand what is it, absolute value. It is something like this, just going upwards, right? So it starts with 0. This would be y equals absolute value x plus 0. There is no adding. If it was plus 1 in case over here, then the graph would start something like this from 1. Here we have minus 4. That means the graph will start at minus 4. But can you see this minus sign at the beginning? Whenever you have minus absolute x, this will reflect downwards. Now over here, ignore this for a while. Now let's see over here. Since it is minus, it will go downwards. And since it's minus 4, look over here. This is at minus 4. Starting point. It moved down. See, over here it just moved down. But since it's negative, it is going downwards. But look over here. This is the normal graph, x, right? Why is it shrunk or stretched? Vertically, look like this. Vertically, it is being stretched, isn't it? Now, here 1 point would be 1. But now, since it is 6, that means for 1 point, it'll be 6 units. It'll be like this, stretched upwards. Vertically, it'll be stretched. Is that okay? So now, you need to understand this. What does it mean to be vertically stretched? Vertically stretched means if you have a value over here more than 1. If it is less than 1 but greater than 0, it must be greater than 0, then it will be compressed. So if it was, say, 0.5 magnitude x, then it will be compressed like this. So what it means is, when x is 1, over here the y value will be just 0.5. So this will be compression on the vertically. It will be compressed vertically. Now, few things to remember. Whenever you have this minus 4 or plus 4, you must tell it is translated up or down by so much units. If it is plus 4, it is translated up. Now, since it's minus 4, translated down by 4 units. Next, here it is negative. If it is negative, it will be reflected along x-axis. Reflection. Can you see this? Reflection happens along x-axis. Next, if there is a number bigger than 1, then it is stretch. Vertical stretch. If it is less than 1 but greater than 0, it will be vertical compression. Let us look into one more. I hope this is clear. See, it's stretched vertically. It is reflected along the x-axis. See, reflected along x-axis, stretched vertically, and translated 4 units down. This is the answer. What about over here? It is translated 5 units upside. The slope is 3, so that means it is stretched vertically. Stretched vertically, translated up by 11 units. Now, since there is no minus sign, you don't tell it's reflected. What about over here? You can see it's compressed vertically because it's less than 1, 0.33, 1 by 3 mean. So compressed vertically and translated 2 units down. This is minus 2, so it goes down by 2 units. What about this? Y equals half x minus 1 plus 14. So you can easily see this last part is translated up by 14 units. Just by looking at this, you can eliminate some options. But what about the other things? It is more than 1 or less than 1. It is less than 1, half. So it is compressed vertically. And lastly, here there is one more thing. Whatever is there inside x. Now what is this? X minus 1. You need to equate this to 0. X value is equal to 1. That means it will be the, this is the axis, right? Now imagine this is the vertical, this is the absolute value function. If it is minus 1, it will move to the right. Okay? It will translate to the right side. Up and down is outside. This is translated up by 14 units. And since over here, if it's minus, you need to take a right. Plus is minus because we have to equate that to 0 and it'll be x equals 1, positive 1. So it is translated right by 1 unit. This is the answer. Same way, please do the other ones. Over here it is reflected. Why? Because it's minus sign reflected along x-axis. Now this is 0.8 less than 1 compressed vertically. And here x plus 3 equals 0. That is x equals minus 3. That means what? Translated left by 3 units. It will go like this. 3 units to the left. This is minus 3. Now here again we have greater than, see, it will be translated up by 22 units. It is, okay, now we are horizontal. I'll tell you one thing. This is stretched because more than one, it is stretched, okay? It is stretched horizontally. Now remember, since it is inside the bracket and square is there, we will consider the horizontal. Now if it is stretched vertically, it will be the opposite thing for the horizontal. For horizontal, it will be compressed. That's it, opposite. Generally, you will be asked vertically only, okay? Because most of the problems, only one problem is horizontal. Just remember, what is this? This is greater than 1. So it will be stretched to vertically. You deal only mainly with vertically. This is stretched to vertically. If it is stretched vertically, it will be compressed horizontally. If it was compressed vertically, it will be stretched horizontally. For horizontal, it is opposite. Okay, just opposite of that. So whatever I just now told, just remember that. This, when you see it's greater than 1, it is stretched vertically, but compression will be on horizontal. That's it. And translated up by 22 units. Very simple topic. Just by looking at the question, you can easily figure out the correct option. Topic number 18 is another simple topic where we have to solve linear equations. Here you have a problem, that is to solve the formula for simple interest. Okay, they have given the formula for simple interest I equals PRT, that is principal, rate of interest, and time. Now you need to solve for principal P. Principal is amount. All you need to do is rearrange, take R and T to the other side. It will be I divided by RT is equal to P. That's it. This is answer. Now here, A is the mean. The mean of A of two numbers x and y is given by this. Mean means average over here. So what is y? Take 2 to the other side. It will become 2a. 2a equals x plus y. You need to solve for y. Take x to the other side. 2a minus x. That's it. That is the answer. So 2a minus x is equal to y. Similarly, please do try this by yourselves. Find this, the slope is over here given. We need to solve for y2. All you need to do is take this to the other side, m into x2 minus x1. Take this y1 to the other side. Y2 is m into x2 minus x1 plus y1. This is the point slope form. And over here, lastly, we have the surface area of a cylinder is given over here, where r is the radius, h is the height. Solve for h. How do you solve this? All you need to do is write this and keep h alone and take everything else to the other side. 2 pi r squared goes to the other side. It becomes minus, and divide this by 2 pi r. That is the h value. H value is a minus 2 pi r squared divided by 2 pi r. Here one more equation is there, that is the height of a falling object is given by h is equal to vt minus gt square, where v is the initial velocity of the object, t is time, and g is gravitational constant. We need to solve for v. Now first thing, take this minus gt square to the other side, it becomes positive gt square, and then you need to divide by t. So your answer is h plus gt square by t. That's it. So it is a very simple topic. There's nothing much in this. I hope this is clear. Make sure you're taking to the other side. The signs must be very important. And when it is multiplication, it becomes inverse, that is division. Or if it was division, it becomes multiplication, and so on. Now we move to the last but one topic of part 2, that is the 19th topic, which is on solving absolute value equations. You can see over here, this is absolute value equation. We need to solve it. Now, whenever this comes, there are two cases. Okay, you will get like this. Why? Now imagine I had minus 10 over here. The answer is 10. Okay. So, or if I have 10 over here, magnitude, the answer is 10. So here this can be two values, right? So if you're removing this, you must make sure that the side gets the sign as well. So what you write is, see, write, you can just memorize this. First thing, write this without the brackets, same thing. Next one, write the same thing, but here opposite sign, opposite term, you should put minus sign. That is the only thing. So now we can solve this. 8 over here, my 2p is there. Take this to the other side, becomes minus 2p. Okay, first of all, minus 2p, then plus minus 2p minus 1, 2p minus plus 1 is minus p. This cancels. Or you can just, p comes over here, it will become minus p. This and this cancels. You're remaining with minus p only. Plus minus 3. Now here what happens? Substitute the minus sign inside. Now minus p is equal to minus 11, or p is equal to 11. Over here, this goes to the other side, becomes 3p equals 3, and simplify. Here you got the answer, but here you need to take this to the other side and then multiply, and you will get the answer. So this is the thing. Now what happens is, whenever you have absolute value functions, you cannot be 100% that that is correct. You need to do the checks. How do you do the checks? Is this, whatever the answers you obtained must be put into this equation. Put over here. 8 plus 11 is 27. And then you need to put even on the right side. Okay, the same thing. Now, which you considered over here, 11 was considered, so we put the p value over here and we solve it. Now 2 times 11 minus 3, both the sides we are getting correct answer. That is 8 plus 11 is 9. Okay, I told 20, sorry. um, I was just thinking different numbers altogether in my mind. Sorry, I had many things running in my mind. So 8 plus 11 is 19, and 2 times 11 is 22, minus 3 will be 19. Both the sides it's equal. Yes, this is a correct answer. True. Now, what about this one? Just you need to put this equation over here and solve. And the answer over here is not equal. How can you do that? Is a simple way. You can just use your calculator over here and try. Now here I'll do the first one, 8 plus 11. Make sure what is the answer. Even if it is negative, you must only consider the positive answer. Why? Because it's inside magnitude. I'll write over here 19. Now the right side, 2 into, what is this? Sorry, over here 11. We are considering 11. 2 into 11 minus 3. It's 19. Yes, this is correct. Okay, now you must do the same thing with this p-value. We did with 11, right? Now you must do with the other p-value. Let me just change this first over here to minus 5 by 3. So bracket minus 5 divided by 3, and close the bracket appropriately, and minus 3. Here we are getting negative 19 by 3. Let's write, in the second value we are getting negative 19 divided by 3. Okay, in the first value when we put 11, it was, by the way, if you do the other one, you will get positive. Why? Let's do this. 8 plus p value we found out to be negative. Let's use the bracket, negative 5 divided by 3. Close the bracket. The answer is positive. And even if it was negative, when it comes outside this, when it is inside the absolute value, it will just become positive. So now you can see this one is false. So only one correct answer is there. That is p equals 11. Why? Because it makes both the sides true. Whereas if you take this case, the second answer is wrong. Why? Because the the equation is not balanced in this case. So because it says 19 by 3 equals negative 19, that is an error. So this is wrong. Only P11 is the correct answer. Same way you can try the others over here. Case 1, 2, solve it, simplify and solve it. You will get W, two answers. Now you need to substitute over here and check. Okay, the first one is false. So negative 38 is wrong. And the next one was true. So it is only -4. The answer is only -4. That is it. So please do this method. It just is the same method. It continues. Everywhere it's the same thing. I will show you all the answers. Over here now, look over here. When you just simplify this, what happens at the beginning itself? 13 goes to the other side, it becomes -4. 4 divided by 4. Can you look over here? The absolute value of this 2y minus 7 is, is equal to -1. Is it true? Absolutely wrong, because whatever is inside this negative or positive, if it is negative or positive, it must be positive. This is very wrong. And then why it is very wrong? Because I have just showed over here, whether it is minus or plus, the answer will only be positive. So this is the thing. Now here, that is why this is an error. You don't consider this. There is null set, because try in your calculator, put any value for y, the answer can never be a negative sign. It will only be positive. Now since they have showed a negative sign, that means it's a null set. It does not exist. That's it. So now over here, you can try the same way over here. Let's just look into the answer, case 1, case 2, and you need to check both of them. And if both are true, it's true, but over here one is false. So this one is the only correct answer. That is, now, okay, I'm so sorry. This is true over here. Can you see -14, -14? This is true. So both the answers are correct. These are the correct answers. I'm so sorry. I'll edit this. This is true. So both are correct answers. Now, let's quickly see the other answers over here. This is true and the right side is false. Why? It is 8 is not equal to -27. So only one answer. If both are true, then it is true. See over here, both are true. So both the answers are considered. Similarly, please do solve the others. You can pause the video and check the explanation. And please do solve it by yourself and then check for the answers. So this is the last one. Now over here again you got a inside, see, 2d minus 3 is equal to -1 by 5, which is an error. Why? Because you cannot have a negative equals to, because over here doesn't matter what the final answer will be, equal to negative positive only. So this is the thing. So that's the end of the topic 19. The last topic in the part 2 is the 20th topic. Here we will graph equations and inequalities. Now, most important thing you must remember is, doesn't matter what is the equation, you need to get, it's all about linear, so it will be only the power 1. You need to get this to slope intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Doesn't matter what is the equation. Here y must be alone, so take this x to the other side, it becomes -x plus 1. So this would be the slope intercept form here. Okay, so here you must get it into slope intercept form. Now after that y, once we get this, you can easily make the table from the calculator. How? Mode 7. Once when you press mode 7, you get f of x. That is the y value. What is the answer? Minus alpha x plus 1. You should type this equation as it is. Now, press equal to. Some of your calculator might get this again, another option for g of x. Tell nothing. Just press equal to, because we have put the function already. Which value of x do you want to start? Let me take some -2, or let me take -3. And where do you want to end? Let's take, say, 3, positive 3. And what is the step? Let me get 1, 1, 1. If you put 0.5, then you'll get -2, negative 1.5, 1, 2, so on. Every difference between each value will be 0.5. Let's put 1 on this step and look at the table. -3 is 4, -2 is 3, 2, 1. You can see all the answers will match. So you can easily get the table from the calculator. Now you know how to plot. X is -2 and y is 3. This is -2, 3. This is the thing. Same way, -1, 2, 0, 1. All these points and draw the straight line. That is it. That is how we can easily graph. Now this would be the exactly, there are other methods as well. Now, for example, looking at this equation, y equals -x plus 1, you can see the x value is negative, the slope is negative. That means the line goes down. And since it's +1, the intercept is 1. So this is one more way easily you can figure out the graph. So basically, you know this is negative, so it will be downwards, and this intercept is 1. So only one graph will be like this, downwards and passing through 1. Okay? Or you can just do this graph tables and you can get it out. Now over here, this is already in slope intercept form. Just make the table again. Use this calculator. Over here, mode 7, and type this -3 alpha x -2, and let's give the starting value of say 3 and ending at 4. Step is 1. You got the table. See, the table is there. Now you can check at -3, what is the answer? 7. Let's see, at -3, yes, it's 7. At -2, what is the answer? 4. -2, yes, absolutely. At -1, it is -1, positive 1. At 0, it is -2. Yes, all the values match. It should match. Now, once you get this graph, or you can just look over here, -3x, that means, and -2. So the y-intercept is at -2. Negative means it's downwards. What does this 3 mean? It means at x is equal to 1. See, now you should start from here. The slope is 3. That over here, when x value of 1 is taken, the y value, see over here it's 1, over here the y value is 3. So that is the thing. That's it. Now let me take a proper one. See, now for example, if I take this much, it's 2. Now 1, 2, 3. This is also 2 units. Basically 1 unit over here and 3 units. The rise is like this. Sorry, x is 1. But if this is confusing, don't worry. Just look at the negative sign. It's downwards. Intercept is -2. And what you need to do is you can use the table from the calculator and check the plots. But here it is inequality. Y is greater than or equal to. Once you get the graph, remember this greater than or equal to, whenever you have this, it is a solid line. If it was only greater than, say it was only like this, greater than, then it would be dotted line like this. Since it's greater than or equal to, it is a solid line. And what else? It's greater than or equal to means all the above. Greater means it's above, right? All the above part is the solution region. This is all the solution. If it was less than or equal to, then all the downside will be the solution region. That is how we figure it out. Same thing over here. You can do the slope intercept form. That would be 2y greater than -x plus 6, and divide both the sides by 2. You will get y greater than -half x plus 3. So this would be the equation. See, half is -0.5, minus half is 0.5, and then plus 3. Now in this graph you can see plus 3 over here. Yes, it's negative, it's downward, slope is half. Next, Since it's only greater than, it is dotted lines, and y value, see over here, y is greater than all the values upside is correct. Or you can use the calculator and find the points. Same way you can check these rest of the graphs. You need to make sure you solve this into slope intercept form, and you can do it in different methods, but stick to one method, you will get the correct answer. Do the table method, you will get the answer. Okay, so please make sure you do this all by yourself and then check the answers. If you're confusing, here y is equal to -3. There is no x value. So it doesn't matter which x value you take, the answer for y is always -3. It's a straight line. You can just see this is equal to -3. That means where is -3 here? Draw a straight line. Now over here, same like what we have just now done. Please make sure you see it. And since it's only greater than, but look here, what happens is, I will solve this up. Take this 4 to the other side, it becomes -3y greater than -4x plus 12. Then you need to divide both the sides by 3. You will have -y greater than -4 by 3x plus 12. Sorry, 12 divided by 3 will be 4. Now you can see this y is negative. You need to remove this negative sign. How? The rule states that whenever there is inequality, you're changing a sign, you need to change all the sign throughout. If you're changing y sign, this also becomes positive. 4, 3x positive. This positive becomes negative. You have to change sign of all the terms. But this inequality changes. This is very important. Is that clear? This is very, very important. How we can understand one more is move this to the other side. It becomes positive. This you're moving to the other side. This is greater than now. That is the thing. So please make sure this you remember this. Now you can see y is less than. So that means it's all downwards. See, the graphing is all downside. So please make sure you understand the changing the signs and changing the signs and changing the inequality. Other than that, it's all straightforward. We have already solved most of these. Please make sure you solve it by yourself. All the answers are there. You can pause the video and check the answers if you want. So very, very straightforward. Just that you can use different types of method, various methods, and you'll get it. Here the intercept method is used. You know, x-intercept means y is 0 and find the answer. And x-intercept is 16. Y-intercept is 32. And just joining them. That is also possible. Table method, various methods are possible. So it's up to you. You can choose any of this method. All the answers are there. So for inequality, please do stick to the slope intercept form and then see over here. Okay. This is a test value, test point. This is not required. Once you have the slope intercept form over here, see, positive 3/4. So it's upwards. It's increasing. +6 means over here, and greater than or equal to solid line, and greater than or equal to means upside. That's it. So you can follow these tricks, and then all the time you can easily check the answer. That is it. So let's look at all the answers. Last 3 more to go. Now over here, when you simplify the, see over here, there is no x term. When you simplify this, what is happening? Y is less than or equal to 4. So draw a graph at y equals 4. Draw this graph, and then less than or equal to means all the line downwards are the shaded region. Same way over here, you can easily graph it by table method. And over here, and last question is this one over here. I hope this is clear. It is very, very simple. There is 35 to 52, plenty of questions. Please try to solve them by yourself and then check the answers. In the next topic, we will go through the part 3, that is the writing part. Please stay tuned. I will try to do that part as soon as possible.